I'm Gabby Hoying, and I own and operate Core Cares, which is a home care agency in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. And as far as what got me into home care, I actually started out as a certified nursing assistant and home care aide. And I have a business degree from the University of South Dakota in Health Services Administration. I worked for a very large nonprofit organization and started one of their first private duty home care agencies, and then eventually created the business model for it and implemented it throughout the country. About 5 years ago, I started my own home care agency, and we're not a part of a franchise or anything. We started it from the ground up. Everyone on my management team has worked as a caregiver or cared for a loved one or has worked as a certified nursing assistant. So we're all very experienced in what our caregivers do, which is the bulk of our staff. We also do introductions to each new client and caregiver to make them feel comfortable with each other. We make sure we have really detailed care plans. We have a training room. We do online learning. We put a lot of time and effort into making sure our caregivers have the resources, the training, that they need to be successful. Our mission is to empower individuals to use their God-given gifts and talents to serve those in need. And so we put a lot of emphasis on the caregivers and making sure that they feel adequate in the job that they're doing, because we feel like if we put a lot of time and effort into them and support them, we'll have really happy customers. We're kind of on a mission here this year to make things a lot more efficient and streamlined. So I've been working a lot on our hiring process and making sure we have a good workflow and that we're reducing administrative time if we can and making things as seamless as possible. Our first hire from CareerPlug was about 7 months ago. I kept getting all these emails from the Home Care Association saying, hey, you should check out CareerPlug, you should check out CareerPlug. I was at a loss when I started with CareerPlug because we had been using a local job board and we were paying a significant amount of money for that job board. And we just kept kind of getting the same applicants over and over again. And we knew their names from memory because we kept seeing those applicants, but there was no way in that system to actually flag that they were a duplicate. It was a very basic system that we were paying a lot of money for, and we weren't getting a lot of good leads from it. And so I was kind of pulling my hair out thinking there's got to be a better way. I might as well give CareerPlug a shot. And so we did. I was having to kind of think about every time what job boards we post to and make sure they were all updated. So we were using Indeed, Facebook. We had a local kind of job board that we were using. We posted colleges too. We did some kind of flyers, things like that. I would say now we pretty much just use CareerPlug, and because that feeds it to multiple different sources for us and then kind of pulls it all back into one system for us, which is really nice that I don't have to go to multiple different job boards and make sure everything's up to date or refresh the post. It's really helped bring some efficiency and some time saving to what we were doing. Before we started using CareerPlug, we just were not getting enough applicants and we were not getting enough qualified applicants. In CareerPlug, we can very quickly see, hey, this is a duplicate. And then we can click on the applicant and see, what happened before. Was it just not a good fit before? And maybe now it's a good fit for this person, or did they no show to an interview, or what's the deal and why are they a duplicate? I think the challenge right now currently, which I'm not sure anyone can solve, is that there's just not enough employees. We have like one of the lowest unemployment rates in the country here in South Dakota. We did not really lock down per se during COVID. The economy here is very good, and we have a lot of big businesses like Amazon coming into the market. We have big food manufacturers coming to the market, people that are going to hire thousands of employees in a market that's already pretty much tapped for workforce. You might have to raise your rates, you might have to raise your pay a little bit to be competitive. We also make sure that we offer the best benefits in town. So a lot of home care agencies don't offer PTO, health insurance, supplemental policies. We offer all of that. We want to make sure we're competitive with our benefits. And then when they're here, we want to make sure that they feel welcome and a part of the team, and that so we can retain them. So I think that in the beginning, you need to really focus on training so they make sure that they really know and understand their job and feel comfortable and feel like they're going to be successful. But then you have to keep checking in with them. And one thing we do is every 90 days, we pull them in for reviews. So we do a supervisory visit, and then we do a review and a bonus every 90 days. So that gives us a chance to meet with them face to face and get their feedback and give them timely feedback as well. And then if they're doing a great job, give them a little bonus and say, hey, you're doing a great job. Here's a little something extra. So I would say might have to pull the trigger, might have to raise your rates, might have to raise your pay, really look at what you're doing to retain and train employees. And I think it's hard to articulate all that, what you do and how you're different sometimes in a job post, but we've met with a few CareerPlug people, and they've given us tips and hints along the way on how we make our job posts a little more attractive or how we communicate that. Every time I meet with someone from CareerPlug, I get another little tidbit. And I think algorithms are always changing, even in the job market space. As far as caregivers, there's a huge demand in Sioux Falls for caregivers and for home care. So we're always hiring. Seems like anytime we take down the job posts, the next day we need somebody. So we just kind of continuously hiring for caregivers. If we have to, we'll bring people in who need online learning. We'll get them trained. We'll do what we have to find people hours, but it's never really been a problem. Our mentality here is just keep hiring because there's just such a huge demand for home care. Our expense for recruiting went down by about $3,000, and I think it'll keep going down. We sponsor now and then, but we don't have to as much now. And then we completely cut out the other job board, the local job board, which was costing us hundreds of dollars a month. We've really seen our expense decrease, and I'd say just overall stress of hiring has decreased in the office. It's just so easy to use, and it's just so user friendly. It's got a great platform, and then it's got a great workflow for us, so we can see who maybe we want to do a phone screening with, who we're trying to get set up for an interview, who maybe we have a job offer out to. So it's very easy to see where they're at in the pipeline, the candidates.